two, one. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Day Night Show Matches. As everybody is aware, this is our last month of show matches before we move on to a new project in June. We'll be taking May off, but we still have games to cast. In fact, we have this game from, 2 weeks ago? Manbon versus Gurthang. And here's the thing. This particular match, A, was not set up on the list. They just sort of played each other. B, was not really, even on their end, actually established as a match from what I have been told. This was just they played 3 games and sent them in because nothing else was sent in on that weekend, which I'm pretty sure was nice of them. But, so keeping those two facts in mind, and the fact that apparently there was a large enough update. It was the Nova stuff. I think they also did the usual anti-cheat code shuffling. So we have to do the janky thing where we're watching off of BNet with the old interface.
Yeah.
Our settings got kind of screwed up, and yeah, that was fun. But we are at a place where we can actually continue now. So, Zero, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm tired. Looking forward to doing these games. Actually, it's been a little while since we've been able to do it. We had to cancel the last time because had some fun Comcasty things going on. That's all I gotta say. For about
the
3
short
weeks.
version for everybody is that the line outside his house failed.
Oh,
So,
it failed hard for a long
Yeah.
time before we could finally tell them that, you know what, you need to get out here and take a look because we've tried everything. I had I had a big headache over that one, so we should be all good now. I hope.
I feel like they probably shouldn't recommend you reset your router when you tell them the TV also failed. But that, okay, that's support for
Yeah, it's. Did you turn it off and on again? I work tech support for a living. You don't need to talk to me like that. Thank you. I've already tried my options.
In any case, because we, just like everybody else, probably do want to, we want to watch some Heroes of the Dorm.
Yes, we do.
Let's go ahead and get this show on the road.
All right, so.
Count me in.
Starting us off in 5, 4, 3, 2, go.
Basically, the reason we have to do that is because this actually desyncs us so we can't be in a party. So we're not actually watching this video together. We have to do the, make sure nobody hits P thing for the rest of the match. Anyway, in the bottom of the map here, we have our red protest player. It is DJ's Gurthang.
And his opponent's spawning in the top, off-centered position here. Wow, as the teal Terran player, it's Manbon, bro.
So, as I understand, Manbon typically does play all 3 races, and I think we did see random on the load-in screen. So, I don't think he told him. No, just GLHF is the only thing that's been said. So, he does not know that his opponent is Terran just quite yet. But that's okay.
Yeah, I forget Manbon plays random sometimes.
I have the music enabled and it's not playing anything.
That's okay. Mine was blasted at 100% over the actual game volume. I had to pause and then fast forward to make sure we're caught up. So.
Oh no.
We are good now. We're good.
Yeah, let me know if I end up spoiling things before you see them, and then I'll pause and we'll readjust.
No, it's all good. I'm at about the 120 mark, so we should be okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's good. We're in the right spot, I think. Anyway, so just usual stuff here. Barracks coming up, and kind of Gateway Cybercore, get some gas, usual deal. Interesting thing that Gurthang currently actually only has 2 guys in gas, but hasn't grabbed the second geyser, which kind of reads to me as this might be an error or a build that I don't know about. So, could be one or the other.
Mm-hmm. Gurthang running around the inside of Manbon's base, trying to get an idea of what's going on. Not a whole lot to see at this point. There is no expansion.
No. And he's picking up enough gas to really go into lab tech. Or he could go down the whole stim combat shield route. Yep. He could go up to the factory and go for quick drops. There's a lot of stuff he can do. But this is the key point. There's proxy barracks outside the front of Gurthang's base.
Ooh.
Which kind of means that there's probably there's a second guy here. Is this just traditional 3-bay? This
You know what?
probably isn't just 3
This
barracks,
is
right? Because he's got way too much gas. Yeah, there it is.
Gurthang isn't going to see this
It's a ghost
coming
cannon.
either. Yep, there's so much gas.
He's proxying Ghost. He wants to go for a nuke. So he's got the Ghost Academy back in the base already.
Oh my.
And meanwhile, Gurthang is expanding and playing like he normally does. This is getting some gateways, getting some Twilight Council probably for a little bit of blink tech. And
Natural base. Oh no. It's gonna be
this
rough.
is very interesting to me. I don't know like how necessary it is to proxy this close with this particular tactic, but I guess it should work just fine here. This is always, I guess, a good thing to remind yourself, is that if you do expand in the back pocket expansion, take a worker and run through your third, because your third is where they have a proxy.
Oh yeah.
Your natural.
Especially if it's Manbon. I mean, we just know he's full of shenanigans.
Well, you know, he likes to play his own unique style of game.
He's so full of shenanigans.
He also likes to win. So, he tries his best while doing weird stuff. It's good. I actually like his style a lot.
Yeah, he's researching.
If I ever learn Terran, I will even copy some of these wacky builds he uses, just because they look fun to do.
He's pretty much done with personnel cloaking too. So once this ghost comes out, he's going to be able to just.
The Reaper runs in, and he's dragged the defensive forces toward the middle line. Then when this ghost pops out, how far away is the nuke? Oh, he's not building a nuke yet. He's okay, so he doesn't. If he can keep that, if he can keep that alive, he can use it to kind of just redirect all the forces to the back line and then run a nuke into his center of his base. He's grabbing vision. None of these guys can shoot up, so all they can do is stare at each other.
Things, he knows something's going on out here, but I don't think he knows exactly what.
Does he see the bunker? No, he's checking forward now, though.
Didn't go far enough.
No, he's worried about getting the mothership caught out and then having it picked off. That's pretty reasonable. You lose that thing, you lose a lot of defense power.
Nope, he didn't see him. Oh, sniping off the adepts here. Two ghosts moving in. Ooh.
That's painful. Because these things have like no energy now, so they actually, yeah.
Oh no! They don't start with a whole lot of energy here, so Manbon's gonna run out of cloak on both of these ghosts.
Might have been a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, that was cool. No, he's still gonna kill so many workers. Like he's gotten, I think at least control R8. Yes, that's exactly how many.
Oh my! Yep, gonna get up here. This ghost is naked. There is no cloak. These adepts and these stalkers are going to move in. Probe surrounding the ghost!
So it looks like maybe nuke is not like the short-term goal here. It's just get the ghost up there and do damage to his economy. Meanwhile, Manbon does have an expansion on the back of this now at his natural. And, yeah, there's another snipe on the adept. Okay.
That's really good picking off those...
this. And I like this... I will want to say real quick. I do like this response from Gurthang. Picking up the Dark Shrine here. Because his opponent, because it's just great. It's just hilarious. There's like there's cloak tech everywhere now. It's great. I love it.
Everything's cloaking.
Not even really going to justify it from a strategic standpoint. I just think it's hilarious. Ooh. And also, this is a very good response to ghosts because they're going to take 3 years to break these things.
Very nice. Yes. Yes, indeed.
Just finish building. It's like, well, nothing you can do about it. Deal with it.
Yep. The Manbon decides he's just going to add some add-ons to these barracks up front. All tech labs. And pop this ghost inside the bunker for some extra range.
DTs. Does he have... He has energy for 2 scans. 3 scans. Okay. This shouldn't do too much damage now.
Here.
I kind of would like the idea of running one of these guys up here, hitting a building so he scans, and then trying to run away with the thing just to try and drain him out. Because if he attacks... Oh, you're right. There's nothing here.
Nothing to defend anyway, yeah.
Well, this is, well, by the way, the music showed up to the party. It's very appropriate. The Legacy of the Void soundtrack is actually just really good for exciting, like, epic fights. It's got a lot of that in it. Without being, like, all drums, which is basically the Heart of the Swarm soundtrack.
Poking that Marine.
Siege tank on the way. I'm going to pop out here in just a moment. This is going to help him kind of siege this location. But, he's pulling the DTs back. I'm surprised he didn't leave one up here to just kind of poke. Oh, There's detection here, but there's no units. Like, I can do so much damage. I guess he's just focusing on defense. On the upside, he can use these DTs to kind of kill the siege tank before it can get too far out of control. He just has that going for him.
A lot of ghosts here. All these guys. Oh, dropping all these EMPs.
Detection.
Tank goes down though. DT's coming in from the back.
Yeah, good. Good backstab maneuver here. Manbon was not very quick on the detection. Still has not scanned. And there's, of course, an observer here as well, so he's actually able to see the ghost. He's not going to kill the observer, it looks like. No, he's going to try. He gets it. How far is another one from being built? He's not started it yet. I don't think Gurthang realizes. Oh, and there's no wall now, so you can just walk in.
Ghosts are getting healed. They're still cloaked. They're going to run low on energy here. There's no chance for them to snipe without losing their cover.
There is actually static detection here.
There
so
we go.
He's drawn them in the range of that. There's a scan. Did he get the... Yeah, he might have, but he's... did lose one ghost. He's going to probably lose a second. No, doesn't get the shot off.
Ghosts are really damaged here. Jane, just outside of the range of that there.
It's always important to remember that static defenses actually have slightly longer sight range than they do shooting range. So if all you're trying to do is detect, you don't want to be thinking about how far the cannon can shoot. You want to be thinking about just outside of that space. Anyway, it finally cleans up the ghosts. Manbon has not taken a third, neither has Gurthang, so nobody really has the edge in the economy right now as their mains begin to dry out.
Drying up, drying up. Oh, ghosts moving back in. Oh, they're not cloaked yet. Observer here. Picked it off just in time.
Observer gets pulled back, but not quickly enough. The medevac goes down, though. And as much as he wants to pursue up here, it probably would be good actually to put a cannon forward. Not too far, just enough to see up the ramp so he can't do this. Yeah, there you go. Now he's having to move back a little bit. And there's just enough space, but he can't really leave now.
Oh, there you go, picked one off.
Oh! Kind of nice little back and forth game that we've got going on here, but I think the longer this goes... Yeah, okay, Manbon's going for the third. Needs that. Slice, 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 no siege tank. And the observer is now out.
Yep, two observers.
Toward the bat. Oh, he's running it over the ghost again. Okay, not fast enough reactions. Does he have actually enough for a scan right now? Yes. Several. Good.
Drop here in the back of Gurthang's natural. Going to take off after picking off a few probes. Not too terrible.
So Manbon is building additional barracks, which is okay, but he's actually not going to have the money to sustain that very quickly here. Gurthang just needs to find any way to spend his money. That's kind of...
Yeah, pretty much. Manbon's got him under a pretty hard contain here. There's not a whole lot he can do unless he can break through this front line, or maybe he can grab a warp prism. Oh, but he's going to brute force it anyway. DT's going out. Oh, picking off the siege tank. Very well done.
There's just nowhere near enough here to actually stop this. The cloak is really the only thing. And if he has blink, nope, he doesn't, but he's able to kill that.
Nice.
He kills off literally everything, and he's going to get all of the production here. So the really frustrating thing in this position for Manbon is that this tech is out here. So the starport and the factory, those go down, he's set back to the Stone Ages in terms of Terran tech. But it doesn't look like he's going to pursue. No, he's just taking a third. So it looks like we'll be moving on to another stage of the game here, with both of them essentially on 1.5 bases. Main is pretty much half a base.
Good read there by Gurthang. You know, able to push out there, take out that third base out.
He kind of crumpled it like paper. Like, I think I don't know. This is always a tough call for me, because personally I would be inclined to walk over there, but because Legacy of the Void is a lot quicker in a lot of ways, they often have an army when I make that judgment call, so I don't know, maybe just hanging back is the better option in this case. But he does get the factory, which means if that guy wants that, if the Terran wants more starports, he's going to need to rebuild that.
On fortifying the front too, he's got three bunkers up there. You think he's expecting a counterattack?
Well, he has to deal with the possibility.
Look at this! Oh, Manbon!
Oh, no.
He spots this warp prism warping in a bunch of zealots with his starport.
He does, but I mean, in all honesty, like this is just kind of frustrating because what is he gonna do? He's building Marines and a Ghost, but these guys are gonna be able to go straight at the. Okay, he's just walking right over the turret now.
Wow.
But yeah, he can just pick off these workers, and there's really a lot he can do. He's gonna have to kite against these things. More of them are getting warped in. This is really bad,
nice.
actually.
Spending some of that money he had saved up here.
Pop, pop, pop.
Pop, pop,
And
pop.
he's just gonna keep going. Of course, I mean, he is killing all the workers at the base that isn't really providing a lot of resources. But the bigger problem is that there's now units on the reinforcement area, which is really, really bad for Terran.
Ouch.
Oh, that's researching something. What is that? Oh, that's a combat shield.
Combat shield.
All right.
Oh, it's gonna. It
No,
burned out.
kill it.
It's gone.
Oh my gosh, no. Oh, well, it burned. Okay. I was like, what? Is that gonna finish? No.
Nope, it didn't finish.
So as it turns out, this is a pretty good fight for the Zealots. I think the SCVs eventually win, but I'm not actually sure about that. Maybe not.
On scanning for the DTs that don't exist.
Nope, there's one, but he missed it.
Oh, there we go.
He missed all of them. He missed all of them. No, there you go. But it's two Marines against a bunch of DTs. He's actually win this fight.
Reed's like, no, 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 no.
Slice. Oh, it's... I think Gurthang has game number 1 here. I mean, I might be calling it a little early. Nope, there we go.
Yep.
That's GG.
That is GG. Kind of a silly game.
What the fuck is this game? Exactly. I'm actually... You know what, Manbon? Thanks for sending this in, because this is really entertaining. I like these kinds of games. They make me happy. How are we doing? Right, we gotta relog in, so quit the client.
Yeah, we gotta do, yeah, do some fun work. No, well played. That was very, very close. Could have been either way at that point.
Oh, also, I'm gonna mention this now. If any of you have pre-ordered Overwatch, but you're pre-ordering the non-Origin version, let me know. Because I'm gonna end up having another Origin code, because I kind of forgot that the Origin version is the only one you can get on consoles. But it gives you a code for the PC stuff, which I already have. So
very cool.
I'm gonna have an extra code to just give to somebody, but I have no idea how I'm gonna go about that. So
can we just sit here a minute? Nova's on my main menu right now. I don't need to do anything, right? I mean,
staring at you.
Yep. Well, I don't know if she's staring at me or not. She's wearing her mask thing, so she could be looking at something else.
Poker face.
No, actually, I haven't gotten a chance to play that. I should do that before the weekend is up. Because you said it was only a couple hours of content, right? So
yeah,
we'll definitely have time to sit down with that.
I played it on hard as well, which, by the way, they've made the AI a lot smarter.
Oh.
It's real dick now. Like, it knows your win conditions and tries to exploit them to make you lose at times.
Oh, that's terrible. I mean,
example, in the first level, your only lose condition is really getting Nova killed. I had one part of it where I had like some allies, and they just ignored them and shot me, and I was like, "Fuck you!"
Oh, they focused the hero. That's scary.
Yeah, and there wasn't like a checkpoint. Well, there was a checkpoint, but it was like 2 or 3 minutes back, so I had to keep replaying this section over and over again. And I'm like, "No, I refuse to save. I'm gonna beat this in one go." It became like a weirdly
sadistic game, yeah, or masochistic in that
case.
It
was fun. There's a lot of neat mechanics in the other levels, so I'm glad to see some of that stuff's gotten tuned up a little bit, because a lot of the time the single heroes levels were a little bit on the easy side. Mm-hmm. This one's a little better.
Yep.
What are we talking about? Oh yeah, there's also a surprise in the second level that I won't spoil. But if you play Brood War, there's a thing that shows up that you'll recognize.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Something.
Definitely want to.
It's the enemy that gets it. No, it's neat, but they introduced the army customization mechanics on Mission 3, and it just got super frustrating that I couldn't play with it anymore. Mm-hmm. Beyond that level. So I might not play it when the next 3 are released, and just wait until they're all out in December. That's just me though. But yeah, it's worth playing. It's good. It's entertaining. In any case, we're at game 2 here. You set up on your end?
I am all set, sir. Yes. 1 second. I am responding to a very amusing Facebook post. Someone from my old job, an old coworker, said, it has come to my attention that someone is sending out porn under my name. This is not me. Please delete the offensive post and don't follow the link. I am sorry for the action this individual has taken. And I said, nice try, fake guy.
I'm on to your plan.
His name is Jim, so I said, nice try, fake Jim. Nice try. Alright, yeah, so I'm all set. We are already in the bottommost position. Audio levels are set. Controls are fixed for the second time this afternoon.
Okay.
Alright, so I will count us down again. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm going to be a second behind you. That's okay. It's fine.
It's all good.
Right, so this map is huge. And the fact that I
ruins, right?
often forget to... Yeah. It's a Ceres, I think. In the slightly left, middle, bottom side, we have our red Protoss player. It is DJ's Gurthang.
Got that thing.
Yes.
And the top left-hand spawning as the teal Zerg player this time. It's Manbon again. Manbro.
And we have a very fast hatchery out from Manbon. See if he goes for the 3 hatch before pool. Not an unreasonable move on this map, just because it's so large anyway. You also, since it's 4-player, you're kind of rolling the dice if you try to go for something that punishes this. So a lot of players will tend to pick other tactics. And yeah, this is 3 hatch before pool.
Oh my goodness, Manbon. You are silly. Holy cow.
I think the only map where this is really standard is Prion Terraces, the one with the double gold, like right outside your base.
Not sure, actually.
By the way, this wasn't played in the new map set. This was slightly before that.
Right.
So we're still on the old map set. The other matches today are on the new map set. Other match today than the one tomorrow.
Yes, so we don't need to do this weird pause countdown thing.
No, which will be nice. So we got an Overlord Scout. Manbon is the first to discover the location of his opponent.
Still getting a gas.
Quick expansion from Gurthang. Good choice here. Going to keep them economically on par with the Zerg without him realizing it. It's always good to be lucky, in addition to being correct.
Scouting in the wrong direction. He's going to find his opponent a little too late here. Manbon's got some time to pull something really cheeky. Cheekier than he's already pulled, I suppose.
Say, like, I don't know. What he's going to get is a lot of time to build up. Although the speed at which this Overlord got here should give him some indication that he's probably up, he's probably up there somewhere. But it doesn't look like, he's focusing on his base right now. He's not trying to intuit that stuff. Which, if this is what you got to do to have solid macro, this is the correct decision. Like, scouting your opponent is helpful, but only if you can keep up on your macro. In which case, because if you fall back on your macro, then seeing that your opponent is going to kill you just lets you know sooner that he's going to kill you.
I like this, though, from Gurthang. He just dropped a Stargate. He could get an Oracle in here and do some serious work.
Yeah, Stargate's an excellent choice in this situation. Well, it may just be an excellent choice on this map in general. The thing's really fast, so it gets there pretty quickly compared to a lot of other things.
There's going to be a lot of juicy workers that don't have any defenses. I don't see any queens out here yet either.
Yeah, there's no... You need the upgrade thing in Zerg, right? To get the Spore Crawler? Or was it that you needed Lair?
I thought it was an Evo Chamber.
It was an Evo Chamber.
I don't think they moved it to Tier 1. Gurthang's going to move over here, though. He's going to find out that he's not going to see this third. Well, he's going to spot the creep. I don't know maybe if he's paying attention here. Oh, he should be. These workers are moving. He's going to see that both of these bases have creep on the ground. He's going straight for the main.
That's pretty much all you need to scout, really,
Yep.
at this point.
Yep, he's got...
And yeah, he's getting that. I think I resynced with you. I made the mistake of hitting F12. That pauses the replay.
Oh, that's okay. We should be okay. Yeah, here we
Says
go.
355 for me.
Yep.
6, 57, 58. Okay, good.
Yep, 1 second behind. You're good. Yo, 2 zealots poised at the front here. The Stargate's not active yet. It's working on getting that mothership core first. Get the energy up for that photon.
Just kind of as a side note, you'll notice that Manbon's spreading his overlords kind of in the vicinity of his base. Some players will spread them out more across the map. If you're encountering a player that isn't really doing that, then the 1 or 2 phoenixes to run around the map and kill stuff strat is much less effective than if they do spread them out. Though I would be really tempted to go for it here. Just get the Oracle, and he's going for a Void Ray. But get the Oracle and then pop out a Phoenix and murder this guy sitting in front of
yeah, no, that would be awesome.
But
have a Phoenix running around trolling these things.
He's going for a Void Ray, and that kind of gives me an indication of what he wants to do. Gurthang was telling me the other day about how his brother, a player that we have seen in our practice weekends from time to time, named Tim, enjoys going for a 2-base Void Ray timing attack, which is supposedly, at least in his league, which I believe is Diamond, is particularly effective. Will it be here? I don't know. Manbon has a lot of economic backbone behind this, and if you can... Oh, okay, he's going Swarm Host. Yeah, this is probably going to be really effective, as long as he doesn't die to the Swarm Host waves. But it just isn't going to be a lot there to actually deal with anything in the air. There's no Hydra Den coming up either.
Doesn't look like... Oh, he's got Swarm Hosts. Yikes, man.
If he got a Viper or 2, that would give him a lot of power.
Yeah, some Void Rays are gonna... It's gonna hurt for these guys. I don't think Manbon actually checked out what Gurthang's got available here. He doesn't know that Stargate's out. The double Stargate.
No. This is serious Void Rage going on here. Well, Void Ray and an Oracle. So now he's getting the Oracle. Interesting choice, because had this been scouted at all, there already would be Spore Crawlers, and there wouldn't be a lot that this Oracle could actually do.
Right.
There's a part of me that almost thinks maybe a Phoenix would be a little better. Anyway, the Locust Swarm has been unleashed and is now running at the buildings. These things do an incredible amount of damage individually. 12 damage with a weapon speed of 0.43.
Oh, it's so fast. So fast. Look at that.
They're like really upgraded Marines with stim, essentially. And man, did they do a lot. But obviously they're not permanent. And the Swarm Host takes a long time to recharge these things. We're talking like 640-ish in-game seconds, I think. And of course they've been discovered. One of them's been picked off. Nothing they can do about that. But his hand has been revealed. Manbon knows that he has air.
Tons of air. Tons of air. 3 Void Rays moving here toward the not the natural, excuse me. This is the main. Pick off this. Whoa, Overlord evaporates. And an Oracle shows up.
The Oracle is here. He's kind of just standing there. He's going to kill... It looks like he wants to get rid of the base tech. Force him to actually rebuild the spawning pool. So far, not accomplishing that. Does pick off 2 Queens, who's going to really limit the inject potential.
Ouch.
Spawning pool is down. Any new tech being built? Hydra Den actually is already up, and he's already building Hydras, which is really confusing to look at. So I guess it's got a double Den going on. Where's the original? There it is. he wants that back there in case that one dies, I think. Oh. Yeah, these Void Rays are just going to sit up here. Meanwhile, back home at the base, the natural has been cleaned out, and these roaches are going to finish off this Nexus. There's a tiny amount of bare-bones defenses left for the main base, but 2 Void Rays should pop out and help with that in a little bit.
Gonna recall home here. These Void Rays are here to help. Roach is still streaming. Oh, not gonna go up that ramp.
Nice. He did get the lair. So he has put the Zerg back, at least technologically, for a bit. But unfortunately, now it's going to be very difficult to deal with these Swarm Hosts, because he has to go out on the map to do that. And that will leave his main base unprotected, which is, I think it's a good move to actually get the Roaches relatively close by as a result. Just run the Swarm Host toward his own base. Oh, nope, discovered. Gonna have to roll back here.
Ooh, Hydras.
Oh, but we got 10 Hydras.
Lots of Hydras. Time warp
Good
going down.
time bubble. He can actually take a nice few. He can actually pick off a roach here and then leave. Yeah, good move. But unfortunately, he's going to get walked back into his base, and there isn't a lot to help out here. He can photon overcharge, which isn't bad. But the swarm hosts have restocked. We're going to see some locust waves here. No, just going to focus on the fight. And there was a photon overcharge there. It's helped out a little bit, but all he's got is the void rays now, and there just isn't a whole lot here. He can actually, I think, fight through the hydras now, though, and there isn't a reinforcement wave of hydras coming.
Yeah, picking up the last couple hydras.
Very far away, so he's actually going to be able to clean this up.
Yep. Pretty scrappy here. Manbon still has these 3 bases, though. He's rebuilding his main hatchery, popping up now. These, yep, just expanded too over here to his 4th. So Gurthang's going to be hurting for economy here real shortly. Both players having a little bit of a bank.
Yeah, this is the rough part of this situation as a Protoss player. So you do, in between all these little tiny skirmishes that inevitably happen while the Zerg is streaming stuff at your base, you do need to find a way to actually get that expansion out there. And if you forget for too long, you just end up running out of money.
Yep.
And I think that's what we're seeing happen, actually. Not that I'm not sure he had much of a chance to even do this. There was a time, actually, yeah, when he moved forward with the Void Rays after hitting the Swarm Host in the middle of the map. That was before the Roaches came out. That probably would have been the time to try going for an expansion. I don't know if he would have achieved it because, the Roaches did walk in and kill everything. But still, it's probably, I think, when a lot of people would have done it. In any case, the natural of... both players have a little bit more minerals in their first 2 bases than they would normally as a result of kind of trading the mining structure. So we still have a little bit of time left. No move commands.
Ouch.
Also, not paying attention to your Hydras. That's too bad. If he had actually moved out there, he would have killed all of them.
Yeah. That would have been pretty scary there for Manbon. The Hydra count is growing, though. These are going to hurt. Swarm host coming in from the eastern direction.
Is it possible to have enough oracles that you counter that can actually just kill the Hydras real quick? Or is it the Hydra DPS gets too insane? I think it does, because the range on the oracles is too small.
Yeah,
so
and he's got...
just die.
Yeah, he's got group spines now, too, so he's got extra range there as long as they see the oracles coming first. Yep.
Oh, here come the locusts. They're doing a little dance in midair.
Oh.
Notice that they're kind of challenge forward. Oh, they landed on the stalkers in the back. Those units will die. Meanwhile, at the front, we have the Hydras picking off the Void Rays, and it looks like this time the defenses of the Protoss will crumble.
Ouch. Yep. Locust Pits move there. Pretty solid. Gurthang into warp in some defenses here. A couple zealots. There's so much here now, though.
Yeah, well, yeah, he did have the 2 oracles out of position. I'm not really sure how much of a difference those ended up making here. But this Watchtower helping out Manbon quite a bit here. Gives him some vision of these 2 oracles flying over. Kind of lets him know, oh, you just moved 2 units from your base. I'm going to attack you now.
Yep, pretty crazy there.
Good thinking. That's GG.
Well done, well done. We're tied up 1-1 now.
2.
Yep.
Game 2 taken. And now we need to load up Game 3.
Load up Game 3. Separate, but equal. Good.
Kiki.
One of the preview images for Covert Ops is Nova with a vibroblade looking thing.
Yeah, that is a thing that happens. It's not the only thing that happens, though. The equipment outfitting gear thing system that they put in this is really cool.
Yeah, no, I heard that was supposed to be pretty neat, the whole outfitting thing.
Yeah. Like, all the systems in it are great. That's why there's this part of me that's like, did this have to be, like, 3 mission packs? Did it have to be? I mean, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, if each one's only a couple hours, I mean, well, it's worth it, I think, for especially if we're gonna get a deeper dive into the characters and stuff. I mean, I'm biased anyway, so I'm glad that they chose Nova first.
No, I mean, I want. This is part of me that was just like, I just wish I could just have all 9. Just wait until December, but that's fine. This is okay. This is okay. I do like you though. Want them to do some other characters as well, because this is a good first choice. Because I have a feeling, like, nothing. Well, just to mention, this is not a spoiler. Nothing that I've seen so far implies what I'm about to say. But it would make sense to wrap up the Tosh stuff in this.
Yeah, Tosh would be a nice wrap up because I mean, you kind of heard, or you went through some of those Spectre missions and kind of, sort of got a feel for the story. But actually, Nova and Tosh were pretty connected as far as their story was concerned earlier on.
They're kind of like
Ghost Academy.
The inverse. They're kind of the inverse of the Raynor Sarah Kerrigan relationship.
Yes,
actually. And that's neat. That would be a good thing to exploit. And in theory, he's still around, because canonically, he wasn't killed in the first game.
Yep.
So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's where they go with this. I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see. But, like I said, it's nothing about that is implied in these first 3 missions.
Right.
But there is some malevolent force, or malevolent individual, more accurately, that is clearly guiding the defenders of man to do some nasty things as Terrans to overthrow other Terrans.
Terran.
Yep.
Silly. I had a question before we get started in Game 3. If you guys... Is anyone interested in Star Citizen gameplay? I thought maybe on some of these off weekends, maybe for an hour, streaming some dogfighting, combat sort of thing. That would keep me brushed up on my skill. Kind of let you guys see how the system works. Little bite-sized stuff every other week or so. There's not a whole lot of content, so I probably won't be able to stream for 4 or 5 hours at a time. It'd be maybe an hour here or there.
I'd watch it.
Okay. Doesn't need to be a big hit or anything. I was just wondering if anybody was curious. Because they are, I did post a video earlier in chat. I'm really happy with the direction of some of the systems they're implementing now.
Oh?
Yep. So things are starting to, the foundation is there now, and things are starting to polish and be expanded, and that feels really good. Since I've been following the project since early 2013, it's nice to know that things are shaping up.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, now that it's kind of like, wow, something's actually happening. Okay. Yes, good. Maybe I'll try that out. Maybe this next weekend or so. Might be kind of cool. Alrighty, so we're looking at this map. What's the name of this map?
This is Central Protocol.
Central Protocol. I always forget that. I recognize the tile set, and I know how crappy this map is to play on, but I never remember the name.
It's better than it was originally. Considerably.
That's what I hear. Alright, so are you all set? Paused at 0?
Yep.
Alright, so I'm going to count us down again. This is Game 3. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. So once again, in the bottom part of the map, we have our red Protoss player. It is DJ's Gurthang.
And his opponent spawning in the top right-hand position. Teal Terran again this game. It's Manbon. Full players going for the series-ending match point.
So, letting his opponent know. This time, Gurthang is aware that his opponent is also Terran. Yet again.
Good, very good. So dropping right into gateway, nothing too crazy yet. Manbon going straight for a single gas. Dropping a barracks. No silly proxies this time.
Well, not yet. He's got time.
He
can still do it. This is a 4-spawn map, though, so it's a little bit trickier to actually do that.
Yes.
So, yeah, we'll see. It does have golds, though, so there's plenty of room for shenanigans. In the past, you used to have a second entrance into the main. That is gone now, by the way. Also, this ramp was, like, altered so that it's actually a narrower choke than it looks like it is.
Okay.
You can't build flush to the wall at the top of the ramp. It's a little weird, but you'll see what I mean once you, like, either player builds a wall there. You'll see.
Yeah, okay. Yep, Gurthang not going to get there in time to get into the base, unfortunately. Not going to see anything. Except a wall. He bumped it with his face.
Came in.
Yep, that's a wall.
It's like... Kind of look at a probe, by the way. It's basically a bunch of metal with a flashlight shoved into the center of it.
Yeah, pretty much. Some kind of psi emitter.
It just kind of goes... Bonk. Ow.
Oh, Gurthang drawing the hearts. I like it. Right outside his expansion. Going for the Huck heart.
I totally missed it. Ah! The pain of being...
Yeah. Can't actually check the camera, right? Ooh, so he's dropping a proxy over here. Far right-hand corner of the map. You think he's going for Stargate play? He's got 2 gases.
Stargate, yeah. It could go Twilight Tech here, too. Yeah, he's got Twilight Council. So I'm assuming this is probably DTs. But he also might just do forward, gateway, and stars. He have very, very good choices either way. By the way, if you look at the ground near where this proxy is, there's like a little mini nexus. On the low ground, just beyond the
Yeah, it's like a baby nexus.
I don't know what that is, but it looks kind of cool.
A little baby nexus. Where'd you go?
They're actually like organic buildings as well. Oh, there's no difference between the two after all. Ah,
No,
right.
the Zelnaga were always right. Hashtag Zelnaga gate.
One of them saw it. He's chasing him.
Is it gonna leash? Nope.
Oh, well, he's gonna turn around, so he's gonna get shot. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But he does see. I think he saw this. I think he saw the SCV there. If he was watching anyway.
Yeah, there we go. Those proxies complete. Hasn't quite been morphed yet. Warp tech is about 10 seconds out. And resonating glaives on the way as well. Adept play. Maybe he's warping in depths at the proxy. That'd be pretty good considering their only bio, you know.
It's kind of an interesting choice. It's one of those things where they end up... There's a lot of ways to just kind of shut this down. But, yeah, if you can get a few of them at the front of his base, you might be able to kill this natural pretty quickly. They don't really go through buildings very well, which is the only problem with them, because they're light damage. But, yeah. He does have, like, he has the ability to get Liberators, though. And the Liberators actually shut these down really quickly. Because there's just no way to get past the buildings, and then you can't stand in front of it and shoot the buildings, so they just push you back.
Yep, he's already got a siege tank too. Yep, so you get a little splash damage there, as long as he pays attention. But he's got a couple sentries here. It's kind of an interesting choice. I wonder how that's going to come into play. He's got force fields.
Looks to me like excess gas. I would be a little cooler with just throwing down a High Templar building instead.
Ooh, there's something we don't normally see is Templar Archives. That's for sure. Ooh, Liberator coming up.
You got this, like,
in the main base
you got the
here.
excess gas, I mean, but yeah, the cheeky Liberators at the front. Now, the unfortunate thing about this is that these would be much more useful at home in a moment, because these he's actually just going to walk up here. These guys are not in siege mode. There's so many Marines, though. This might actually just fall on its face, even with Guardian Shield.
And moving around a little bit. He's going to warp in a few more units. There are some adepts. Yeah. Going to need to play this pretty careful.
No Guardian Shields, so we're not really canceling out any of the damage. We have out a sieged up siege tank, and they get pushed out.
Ouch.
This is pretty frustrating. He just warped in some stalkers, so they're not at home though, so he really can't mine from that natural. He's having to distance mine. Trying to corner these units out here. Manbon may have overextended. He did get the mothership core, but he's going to lose at least one siege tank. Here, maybe? No? Okay. Just barely no.
Boop.
He's going to try and break through this. Ow. This is always just frustrating. He's going to go into the melee range siege tank, pick it off. Do the same with this one. And, wow, he broke through. Not a lot here, so the reinforcements might be able to stop this, but let's see how this goes here. Heal is doing a lot. Again, Guardian Shield not going down. Really going to use that right now. I don't think he's fighting Marines. But,
yep, no focus fire from the Stalkers either under that medevac. Definitely did that attack in, but he's going to mine from the gold.
Yeah, this was a good maneuver here. The Liberators have been driven off / returned home. Units. They don't exist anymore. They were killed. Okay. But
2 more on the way.
But if we look at the STV count, we can see that there's a very grim tale being told by our Terran player, namely that he has the ability to mine for almost fully from 2 bases. His opponent can only mine from 1. So pushing forward right now with his units. I'm actually not a big fan of this, what Manbon's doing, because he will actually just outpace his opponent tremendously if he just waits. But running forward right now is actually how he could lose units and give his opponent the ability to claw back into this.
Needs to be careful though. Gurthang is long distance mining here. This nexus isn't complete. If Manbon spots that, he's going to know the gold. The gold
All he has to do
exists.
is walk to that watchtower, and he has not done it. Anyways, we have another engagement at the front here. Just going to pick up and walk away, recognize that it's gold. It's fine. Blue siege tank though.
Hot pickup.
Siege tank. Siege tank actually in a. I'm trying to remember the tactical name for this. I'm not sure if it's like a pincer maneuver. But he has him at the back line here. He's caught up in reinforcements. Unfortunately, okay, nope, just enough to hold it off. Yeah, but this back siege tank, basically just saying you can't run away. If you try that, I'm going to shoot you.
Yikes. Yep. So he's going to move in now. Stalker's being warped in. Nexus is complete. So no more long distance mining for that.
So he's going to see that probe going out. He didn't see any other probes going with it, so he still doesn't know that that's there. But at the same time, there's no defenses here, so he's actually just going to set up, walk in, probably do a lot of damage. Oh, neither of these are close enough to the Nexus to actually get a quick warp in. Are they? This one might be.
Trying to follow up here for flank. His Liberators just sitting there.
That is actually a good way to hit them, because they don't really protect themselves very well if they've been actually putting their defense field down forward. So these Stalkers and Zealots can cut off reinforcements, but they can't really do a whole lot else. He's going to try and go in, though. He doesn't have blinks, so he kind of has to just walk forward. Does kill off 2 siege tanks. And now he's got to walk around. Yeah, running anything under those things, they die real quick. Marine DPS is too high. But, I don't know, it's weird. I mean, does this game feel like it's over to you?
It does feel. Yeah,
like,
I think so.
It's weird,
the Stimmed Marines moving in right on the Nexus. These Adepts could come in and do some damage, but that Siege Tank is going to...
They actually killed a lot of Marines.
Yes, they did.
I think this is a weird situation. Yeah, I guess this is GG, but like that was a weird situation. Just, I know whenever you actually have an active gold running in the background like that, part of you just kind of doesn't want to leave, but...
Yeah, so, I mean, especially with the gold. You know, the gold is like, oh, you know what, I can take in 2 bases worth of minerals at this point. That's totally a valid thought.